I think it's pretty clear that in the past the Chinese were very focused on growing the economy by a certain growth rate, 6.5%, 6%, and now the growth rate is important, but they really want to focus on the quality of life, the quality of the growth, making the growth a lot more sustainable and a lot more meaningful for the people. Not only have they succeeded by lifting 55 million people out of poverty, but now they want to also increase the standard of living of its population. So it's a little bit more different now in the sense that they're really trying to enhance the life of the population.
Right.
Another thing that I think is very important is they're going to try to move towards more self-reliance.
I'll get to that in just a second, but how important is this blueprint for others around the world, especially for an economist like yourself? Every time China puts out a new 5-year plan, what does this mean for outsiders to interpret?
Well, I think we certainly want to know approximately how fast China is expected to grow, because that obviously is an important input for the global economic growth, given the size and the importance of the Chinese economy. My suspicion is that the growth rate will probably come down to somewhere about 5.5% or so. And again, taking into account the reality of the pandemic and things like that, but also more importantly, taking into account the new focus on the quality of growth. They don't necessarily have to just insist on a really super fast pace of growth.
Touching back on self-reliance, as you mentioned, China will set up a new growth pattern with the domestic market as the mainstay, those key words there. Also mentioning the development of technology and innovation. What does this signal? Is it saying that China is really going to work and look inward, given all the other challenges happening around the world?
Well, I think China realized that there were some trade tensions with the United States, and that might hinder, in some sense, the growth of its technological needs. And given what it has experienced, it's decided that it's probably going to try to create all the products that it needs to succeed and be a technological powerhouse moving forward. So whether it be computer chips or creating the wherewithal or the know-how to be able to take the technology sector to the next level, they're going to focus a lot more on trying to develop that expertise within the country rather than focusing on importing that expertise.